Hi everybody, it's Rabbi Fishman here, and I am so sorry I am not able to join you live from this very special Havdalah program. However, I am thrilled to see all of you virtually on this very special night. It's Saturday night and we are making Havdalah. What is Havdalah? The word means to make a difference, and that's exactly what all of you are doing here tonight. You make a difference. On the one hand, we have Shabbat, and on the other hand, we have the 6 working days of the week. And we make a difference saying that Shabbat has come to a close, and we're going to celebrate now that separation as Shabbat exits and leaves us and the weekday enters, and we take a cup of wine to say l'chaim because life is to be celebrated. We take a multi-wicked candle, reminding us that it only takes a small amount of light to push away the darkness, and we take sweet-smelling basamim to be able to give our spirits a lift and pick us up as we are saddened that Shabbos is now over. And by smelling sweet spices, we are elevated and we are lifted with what that beautiful spirit and spice of Shabbos was. And hopefully we carry that into the week with us. I'd like to share with you a little story as we are about to light our Havdalah candles. And it's a story about light. There was once a king who had 3 children, and he said to his 3 children, I want to give to one child only the keys to the kingdom. I'm going to give over my entire kingdom to just one child. If you can fulfill the following task. In the back of the gardens of the royal palace, there is an old shed, a large barn, and I'm going to clear it out, and I'm going to offer you each the opportunity to see who can fill it up to capacity. And you'll have 24 hours only. And at the end of 24 hours, whoever has filled up the barn to the greatest capacity, I will give the kingdom to. The first son prepared, got all of his materials ready. When his turn came, he worked and he filled up as much as he could with straw, this barn. And he was filling and filling and filling with straw, and he filled it all the way to the top. He didn't go to sleep that night. He took all 24 of his 24 hours. And when the time was over, the king came, inspected and said, not bad, but there's still more space. Look, I'll show you. And he pushed down on the straw. And as the king pushed down, all of the empty space could be found. So he said, you did not completely fill up this barn. They took all of the materials out. It became the turn of the next child. And this time, the son said, I'm not going to make the mistake of my brother. I'm going to fill it up with bricks. And when the stopwatch began, he filled up the entire barn with bricks, as much as he possibly could. And at the end of 24 hours, the king came and inspected and said, not bad, but you also did not fill this up as much as you could have. Look, there's tiny cracks and holes in between each of the bricks. And he took a cup of water and poured it over the top, and you saw the water infiltrate and trickle down in between each of the bricks. You tried well, but you did not fill it totally. And so they removed all the bricks, and it came to the 3rd child's turn. And now this child fell asleep when it was his turn and didn't start on time. And the other brothers were looking at him like he was crazy. And after a while, he woke up and did nothing. And the whole day did nothing. And the 24 hours came to an end, and he did nothing. And the king came to inspect, and he opened the door and he said, I don't understand, it's empty. I asked you to fill it up. And he said, hold on a minute, father. And he took out a match and he lit the match, and holding up a singular candle, he filled the entire barn with light. And it's with this I would like to ask you to please light your candles as we have our Havdalah ceremony that is about to begin. Please light your candles. Go ahead, light your candles now. And I am going to start off by singing the introductory verses. Each of your children have learnt one blessing, one bracha, and they are soon going to be sharing that. And I now begin with the introductory lines. Hold up your candle, hold up your lit candle. I'd like all of the screens to hold it up aloft. Ay na 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 na, ay na 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 na, ay na 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 na, ay na 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 na, ay na 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 na. Hine el Yeshuati eftach v'lo efchad. Ki yaziv zimraja Adonai vayehi li lishua ushavtem mayim basason mimanei ha-Yeshua la Adonai ha-Yeshua alamcha bechatecha sela Adonai Sevad imanu Miskav lanu Elohai kavsela Adonai Sevad Ashrei Adam boteach bach Adonai Hoshia Hamelech Ya'anenu V'yom koreinu La Yehudim Haitar v'simcha V'sason v'yeka Kein tieh lanu Kos Yeshuot Esa Uv'shem Adonai Ekra. We will now hear from each of your children's different grades the various blessings for Havdalah. Shavua Tov, have a great week, and thank you so much for participating in our special family Havdalah program.